What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to LTH. My name is Abe, and in this series of how to set up a HomeLab, we are going to be covering how to set up the Zabbix device agent, the endpoint agent. In the previous episode, we already set up the server, so if you'd like to go learn how to do that, go watch that video prior to this one on this playlist of how to set up a HomeLab. And then go ahead and log into your Tailscale virtual machine. In this case, it could be any virtual machine that you want to add your Zabbix agent onto. I'm just going to show you with Tailscale because I feel like a lot of people would like to monitor that. If you're sharing like a Plex server with your family and they're remoting into your home network, you'd like just to know if this node is up or not. And just pay attention to it in general. There will be a link on our website with step-by-step instructions that you can watch and follow along with screenshots on how to do what we do. But you can grab the commands from their website and then log into your Zabbix dashboard that you set up in the previous. Right here. So I'm going to SSH into this machine. So let me just make this bigger real quick. And then I'm going to do SSH learn at the IP address 192.168.50.241. Right? Yep. And click enter. And then I'm going to type the password into here. And we're going to log in. I'm going to click Control L. And then we're going to get rocking and rolling. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the instructions that I have / some of my notes just on a different screen. So I have these available and I will bring this back up. And so the first thing we're going to do is sudo -s. This just puts us in a privileged command prompt so we don't have to keep typing sudo for every command that we perform. And then we're going to perform the get command to actually grab these files and download them. And then we need to like unzip them, or Linux likes to use the term depackage. So dpkg. And we're going to depackage that content. And then we're just going to update all the content now that we have this stuff downloaded. So not a lot of commands of setting up an agent. It's just one connecting it to the actual server is where a lot of people get confused or fail to accomplish this task. And now that that's all been updated, we're going to do apt install the Zabbix agent. Yes. And then we just are going to follow the rules. We're going to do restart the Zabbix agent and in systemctl and then enable it so we get persistence every time we restart our virtual machine and it's executing. And so now what we're going to want to do is edit the configuration file. So the configuration file is sudo nan etc zabbix agent at this location, and we're in here. So there's two things we're going to want to change, but first you need the IP address of your Zabbix box, okay? So I'm going to write that in my notes. And then we're going to go in here and there's two things we need to change. So first, we need to find the IP address of the Zabbix server. So right here, server is not at this device. This is a node, right? So we actually need to change this to our Zabbix server, 192.168.50.240. So that is the IP address of our Zabbix machine. And then change the server active IP address. So that will be right there, server active IP address, and change that to the same thing, 192.168.50.240. And those are the two things that you need to change. And so I will then do Control X, letter Y, and enter to save this file. And then we're just going to restart the service one more time with those settings applied. And then we're going to just check the status with this sudo status, right? Or the system status, I should say. And we can see it is active and running as of 8 seconds ago, which aligns with what time that we just changed the settings, right? And then you can also do this command, if you'd like, is enabled, and it is enabled just to verify that Zabbix is on the machine and it's has the permissions to run, right? And so we're done. That's how we set up the agent. Okay guys, now that we got the agent installed on the endpoint, we're just going to go ahead and add the host to our dashboard. So just go to monitoring hosts, create a host, add the host name, tail scale, templates. You're going to go under here and you will go to right here, templates, operating systems, and then the Linux by Zabbix agent. Click select and then add an agent and then the IP address of the server, just like this, 192.168.50.241. So that's the tail scale IP address. Click add and then wait about 30 seconds to a minute for it to grab all the data, and then your availability will go from unknown to green. If a machine's disconnected or not communicating, this will be red, and then we'll look at all the latest data that's being provided by this machine. And in another episode, we will discuss how you can add and change around to get analytics about your hosts within the dashboards. So there we go. We can see it's green. We can click on the latest data and these will start to populate as it pulls in data, but you can see all the data points that it can pull or it will pull just by that default template. So you get bigger ones: memory utilization, CPU utilization, storage, total memory being used, available memory, so on and so forth. So it does have some good stuff in here. This will populate. All right, thank you for watching. This is Abe on how to set up a Zabbix agent in 2025, signing out.